Well, good morning, everyone. It's Mighty Stream. I'm going to do our April the 19th spiritual principle day in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay. Ooh, the title of the meditation today, Finding Self-Acceptance with the Serenity Prayer. We learn to live with our frailties and imperfections. That comes from the Living Clean Book, Chapter 1, A Vision of Hope. Many of us have ideals in our head of what we think we should be. These ideals may come from our families, friends, society, our religious backgrounds, and countless other influences. It's a little uncomfortable when our images of who we think we are and who we think we should be don't match. Getting to a place of self acceptance when these pictures don't align can be challenging. The serenity prayer is a big help here. There are some things about ourselves we may never be able to change. If we're a lot shorter or taller than most of the people we know, wishing or praying to be an average height isn't likely to do much. By talking through our discomfort with our sponsor or others we trust, we can begin to make peace with our height. Then, of course, there are the qualities we are okay with, but others around us aren't. I had a sense of humor that usually involved making someone the butt of the joke, one member wrote. I kept hurting people, but I thought that if they would just get thicker skin, things would be fine. My sponsor suggested that I find ways to joke without hurting people. I was mad at first, but I worked on my sense of humor, and people don't look at me like I am such an butt all the time now. Part of accepting our frailties and imperfections comes in finding the wisdom to know the difference between what we must accept and what we can change. That's just who I am, is an excuse we no longer need for harmful behavior. Talking with other addicts and connecting with our higher power can help us continue to grow into the people we want to be. Some of the parts of who I am here are here to stay. Some of the parts of who I am are here to stay, while other aspects may need a little work. I will use the serenity prayer to aid in my self acceptance. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the serenity prayer. Moment of silence now. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. So, we're talking about self acceptance with the serenity prayer. And so, the question that I have is, do you have things that you have noticed are out of alignment with spiritual principles, and you have chosen to continue the behaviors or the way of thinking, right? That acting out, and you've told yourself, it's just who I am. It's just, I've done it. So I'm asking you, have you? I know I have done it. I have said in so many uncertain terms that I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna check who I want to check, and ain't nobody gonna check me back. I always get checked back, right? Can I tell you the truth? I always get checked back. Or maybe they don't check me in return, but you know what happens sometimes? I lose the friendship, right? And I said, oh, they just can't handle the truth. No, I was being mean. I had something important to say that I truly believed, but I didn't have the means of being able to say it in a way that is palatable. And I thought saying it hard and saying it rough was just the way that I was wired. No, I found out later. You know what I found out doing step work? Let me tell you what I found out. I found out that I used that behavior as a way of operating to keep people at bay, to keep people away from me. And I really didn't see a need to change it. It was a very controlling behavior, mean as well, that operated out of the character defect of fear. Now, how about that, guys? How about that? So when you see someone acting and clowning and doing the things that they do, and it's just the way I am, oh yeah, it is right now the way you are. But if you do some step work, I bet you can change it. Because a lot of the things that we hold on to are things that we shouldn't have self-acceptance about, because they are things that we can change if we really want to. The other part of that is using self-acceptance in the serenity prayer to accept the things about ourselves that we really cannot change. I cannot change. Well, I probably could if I brought some skin brightening product, right? I cannot change the color of my skin. I cannot change how tall I am. One thing I can change, though, is how much I weigh, right? By changing the things that I eat. So let's not just use it on everything, right? We want to change the things that we can, folks. And this is a beautiful meditation. I'm not going to try to rate it today. I don't want to rate this meditation today because I do have a family emergency, and I'm trying to get my husband out the door at 5:40 in the morning before 6 when I wake the kids up so that he can go and be with his brother as his wife is recovering from not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 surgeries in the last month. So I need your prayers for my sister-in-law, and I will give you her name. Her name is Sandra. If you believe in prayer, feel free to pray for her well-being. Pray for her to come out of this drug-induced coma healed so that she can go home and be with her family. Okay. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope that you'll have a beautiful day on purpose. I most certainly plan to. Take care of yourself. And in the meantime, right, we're going to have a beautiful day on purpose, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.